47 students and 5 teachers from San Francis Xavier Higher Secondary in Shioli found themselves stranded during a waterfall trek due to a sudden rise in water levels caused by heavy rains. Parents stated that the students were well equipped and old enough to manage on their own. Just 2 forest guards helped them, they stated. The false news created panic among parents back home in Shioli, one parent said. Herald TV had correctly reported that the forest guard rescued the students much before the fire service and the police arrived, as told by the students.
On Monday, students were stuck at Avani Waterfall due to heavy rain's sudden rise in the water in the stream. However, parents said the students and teachers did not panic but waited for the rain to subside, and when the water level went down, they crossed the stream since they were equipped with ropes and other gear. 2 forest guards assisted them. The parents said credit has to be given to the students and teachers. The forest guard should have stopped them if there was any danger or yellow alert, since the students made entries in the forest guard register and paid the entry fee.
Yeah, no rescue had taken place from rescue means the students came on their own. None of them fell, no fire brigade or none. They just came later on, they met them on their way and they wanted to take a credit or any rescue team. They met them on the way because the students waited just till the water subsided, and because the students were already equipped with all the ropes and all those things. Okay. They were very precautions. Yeah, they were already equipped with everything. To get a credit for the fire person, they are just waiting for an excuse so that they can get a credit. Okay. Nothing was done. Okay. You can ask any of the students who are there. None of them said, no, you show me the pictures. Just around few days back, the fire department helped a student from Penjim because his leg was twisted at Pali. Yeah. They have taken photographs. Can we at least one photograph you can show me where the fire department helped a student just by catching a hand of only single student? They were not present at all. On the way when the students by themselves they came, they just waited till the water subsided. Okay. Till the water subsided. And once the water subsided, they were also having the ropes and all those things. Yeah. And they are not small kids. They are all big high secondary, big kids. Yeah. Yeah. So they just waited, and it was something 2 o'clock, 2:30 something. Yeah. They just waited, and by 3 o'clock they started crossing it. Okay. When the rain subsided, and on the way after crossing, they found this fire service, and they said how many students are there? How many students are there? Some they said everything, and they said we are 47, and they all have come safe. No, yeah. And then the fire department person is giving a call to his boss and saying, no, we have rescued everyone. All 47 we have rescued, and the teachers. They were never there only. Nor you get a person from a fire department who has helped. Fire brigade also arrived later on. Yeah, correct. It was only those 2 locals. I don't know. I think so. They were locals or they were from forest. They were in plain guard. The students might be the forest guard. That I don't. They were not in the uniform. They were saying they were not in the uniform also. They were. Yeah, and these students were having a rope. Yeah, they were having a rope. So they just threw the rope across the river, and the rope was tied to the branch or some tree on the other side. Okay. And by that time, the water subsided completely.
On Monday, the students acknowledged that they had been assisted by the forest guards and the fire and emergency services, and police came later, as was correctly reported by Herald TV.
आम्ही आता गेले आमकां कळोंक ना फ्लो येतालो तो फ्लो अचानक वाडलो ताका लागून आमी ते वयसान सकयल देंवले फोटोग्राफर मदें ती मागीर क्रॉसींग आहा पळय ती फ्लो चड जालो क्रॉस करूंक जायना जालें कितले भुरगे आसले आमी 40 भुरगे कितल्यांक गेले तुमी आमी अरावंड सकाळी 11 12 आनी कितल्यांक इन्सिडंट आतां कितल्यांक चड जालें तुमी आमी ऑलमोस्ट 1 o'clock 1 o'clock भायर सुटले आमी पावस हेवी जालो आमकां तो लोड वाडटा दिसलो फ्लो वाडटा दिसलो तो भुरग्यांक भायर काडले
सगळ्यांक सेफली कोणाक इंजुरी बीन काय ना
इंजुरी फुली सेफ आहा
ओके आणि तुमकां हेल्प करपाक कोण आसले
सद्या पयले दोगां गार्ड आहा ते दोगां
फायर ब्रिगेड आयली फायर ब्रिगेड
मागीर पळयलें तेणें आमकां काडल्या पण मागीर फायर ब्रिगेड
वॉटरफॉल मतीर कशें दिसलें काय म्हणटा हांवें एन्जॉयड इन वॉटरफॉल उदक चड आसलें
सगळे वयस असो येयलो आसको मागीर मागीर मदीं मदीं तांबडी माती येवंक लागली तांबडी माती तेन्ना आमकां कळ्ळें आमी वचोंक नासलेले तेन्ना खूब पावस येयलो एक आमी क्रॉस केलो एक सायडीन एक रिवर क्रॉस केली ते वॉटरफॉल आसून येयले आमी पूण सेकंड टायमार पावता म्हणटा फ्लो खूब वाडलो मागीर फ्लो वाडटा वाडटा पावसूय खूब येयलो मागीर आमकां फर्स्ट आमी क्रॉसींग केल्ली हांगासून थंय गेले थंय सुद्दां पावले पूण थंय आनीक फ्लो आसलो
क्रॉसिंग कोणीच करू ना
मागीर परत मागीर पॉल मारले आमी फॉरेस्टाक मारले फॉरेस्टांतल्यान येयले आमकां तेंच्यांनी रेस्क्यू केल्या उपरांत ते पावले मागीर फॉरेस्टांतले येयले तेन्ना मागीर सगळे मागीर पुलीस आनी फायर ब्रिगेड येयले
In a daring heist, one Malpe trawler intruded into Goan waters for fishing at Nerul and destroyed the net of a Goan fisherman. The loss was estimated at 1.5 lakh rupees. But when Nerul fishermen boarded the trawler and accosted the Malpe fishermen, they filed a complaint with the Panjim police, who summoned the Nerul fishermen. All fishermen from Goa rushed to the Panjim police station to protest the action of the Panjim police for summoning Nerul fishermen. Later, as a sign of protest, Benoli fisherman Francis Fernandez, aka Pele, stripped down to his kashti, stating that Malpe fishermen were destroying Goan fishermen's livelihoods.
हे पात्रांव आमी सकाळी पणजे गेल्ले आमगेले नेरुलचे भुरग्यान मालपोयचे बोटीन मरे मालपोयचे बोट्यो आमगे गांवांत बुल ट्रॉलिंग करूंक लागले तेगेली सुमार देड लाखा सुमार कांटाय पिंजूत गेले आमगे नेरुलचे फिशरमॅन आले सो ते नेरुलचे फिशरमॅन एकठांय जाले आनी ते बोटी दोलो तेंगे बोटीचे गेले आनी बोटीचे वचोन तेंचे मदें मातशें आर्ग्युमेंट जालो हे मालपोयचे गोंयचे भायले बोटीन काळां पुलीस स्टेशनाक कंप्लेन केला हुंय गोंय पणजे पुलिसान काळां आनी आमगे फिशरमॅन ते भुरग्यांक आपोवपा धाडले तेका लागून आमी सगळे फिशरमॅन एक जाले आनी पणजे गेले पुलीस स्टेशनाक तुमी मालपोयचे बोट येताय तेंचे कंप्लेन करून आसतना आमगे गोंयचे गव्हर्मेंट फिशरमॅनाचे कंप्लेन कित्याक कोताय तेंच्यांनी आमगेले हिंगा नुस्त्या मारूं जायना पूण ते नुस्त्या माताय आनी तुम चोयताय हेका लागून ती काश्टी दाखयल्या आमी ट्रेडिशनल फिशरमॅन आम व्हड बिझनेसमॅन करोडपोत्यांगे न्ही आमी पासांकूय काश्टी माताय ओतांकूय काश्टी माताय आनी हें काम करून बायल भुरग्यांक पिवन हावोन जेवयताय हें आमगेलें शांतीचें काम सो आम गव्हर्मेंटाक मागताय गोंयकारां ट्रेडिशनल फिशरमॅनाक खाली हेल्प कोराय पयशा न्ही खाली त्यो बोट्यो धांडावपाच्यो.
Goa faced flood-like situation on Tuesday due to torrential rain which caused massive traffic jams across the state. Streets were overflowing with rain and sewage due to blocked drains. Commuters faced flooding at Panjim and the Margao KTC bus stands. The Meteorological Department has issued a red alert for Monday, indicating a constant precipitation. The department has also issued an orange alert for Tuesday and a yellow alert from Wednesday up until Friday.
On Tuesday, heavy rains lashed Goa, causing massive damage across the state. Bambolim underpass saw knee-level flooding with vehicles jammed. At fair name, fishermen and locals requested the government and municipality department to give them a new fish market at the earliest, as the fish market was inundated on Tuesday.
जावकच जाय पाणी तो कितले भरला थंय आनी अशें हातून ती सगळीं जाणां कशी बसतात पळय तेंची म्हणून मातशी तरी काकूट करूंक जाय न्ही पावसाळ्यात सगळेच भिजला अख्खें पाणी भरला पळय कशी करतली ती सांग
न्यू फिश मार्केट जाय म्हणटा तूं अशें
न्यू जायच करपाकच जाय न्ही लक्ष घालूंकच जाय न्ही कोणी तरी.
Whereas, residents of Margao raised concerns over the streets inundated due to rains. They highlighted that the patients are facing difficulty in entering the hospital.
आमकां एक कोणाचे फोन येयलो कॉल येयले बाबा अशें अशें हांगा हॉस्पिटला मुखार हें उदक भरोन सामकें त्रास जाता भितर वचपाक म्हणून आमी हांगा इन्स्पेक्शन जालें खरेंच पळयत जाल्यार दिसता म्हाका हें
हें कितें जालां तें तुमी पळया कशें जालां तें अख्खें बरो म्हाका पेशंटा भितर कशें व्हरतले तें म्हाका खबर ना ते पेशंटा भितर व्हरपाक पसून सामके त्रास ते इतलें उदक भरलेलें आसा आनी हांगा फूल लोकांक वचपाक चलोन वचपाक आनी बायक बी घेवन वचपाक त्रास जाल्ले इतले भरले हे नॅशनल हायवे हो आतां हे म्हाका दिसता कोण हे पळोवपाक जाय PWD पडटा काय कोणा पडटा ते तेणी हे घेवन मागीर हें करपाक जाय सारकें सामकेंच काम हें जाल्लेलें आसा
एसेंब्लीक आमच्या आमदारान विजय सरदेसायान एक इशू काडिल्लो आनी तेणी म्हणिल्लें की हांगा फेरीबोट घालपाचें म्हणून जे भशेन उदक भरता तें आमचें आनी परिस्थिती पळोवन आतां तशेंच दिसता आनी आतां अशेंय दिसता की आमच्या फातोर्डा स्विमींग पुला तो बंद करपाचो आनी हांगा एक न्यू स्विमींग पूल ओपन करपाचो अशी परिस्थिती जाता.
As new projects come to light at the cost of environmental destruction, protests have intensified in major hotspots like Pompurpa, Sankwal, Old Goa, Race Magush, Diwar Island and TV. The people of Goa have lost trust in this government as permission to do these projects have been granted by the Town and Country Planning Department. Hence, the people have resorted to protests. In this edition of Street Voices, Herald TV spoke to various people asking whether they support the people's agitation against mega projects and why.
Surely, in a democracy, voice of the people, the voice of dissent matters, and government should not act as a deaf government, because the government is elected by the people, for the people, and that is why the government has to act according to the views of the people who are from the area. Now there is a tremendous disturbance of the various citizens of Goa and various villages who have gathered and are growing dissent, voices of dissent, that there is a infiltration of builders. This government seems to be government of the builders, for the builders, by the builders, instead of being a government of the people, by the people, for the people.
It's so good to see Goans, both from north and south, coming together to fight against these mega projects, especially in eco-sensitive areas. This unity is going to be the key towards achieving people's goal, not only against these projects, but also against politicians, bureaucrats, and yes men who are roped into technical committees to blatantly connive with the real estate lobby.
North Goan villagers have banded together to oppose major events such as Sunburn, TVS Motor Soul and Bollywood festivals, citing the detrimental effects on the environment, culture and the way of life of the people in Goa. They express worries about the crime, drug-infused after-parties, poor waste management, extreme noise pollution and poorly managed traffic congestions, besides inadequate facilities. The locals urge the public and the government to oppose damaging tourism and work to preserve Goa's cultural legacy.
We have been in this tourism industry since 80s, and we know before the Sunburn festival came to Goa, we consider Christmas and New Year as the peak season of the year. Yes, there is no doubt that there are a lot of tourists during Sunburn, but we don't profit anything from them. Whenever we have this event, there is so much traffic that we can't even move out from our houses. We are like inside. If we want to go somewhere, we want to do shopping because we run a small restaurant. So when we want to do the shopping, we can't go out because if we go, it is always one way, and to reach back home, it takes a long time and our things are not completed.
You see, the question here is not only of the noise pollution. We don't want sunburn for certain reasons. I mean, there is a somehow, it has not appealed to people who want peace and tranquility in the village. That's why we don't want. They have gone ahead with the tickets. You see, but apparently in the ticket itself, they are set subject to permissions. So, in which case, going to the court becomes a little bit difficult at this stage. But then the court has already pronounced that last time when sunburn was held in 2022, the court has already pronounced that it was totally illegal. Now, whether sunburn would still like to continue their show in Goa when they are not going to be allowed after 10 p.m. You see, that is a question. Because we know that these shows go on throughout the night and even early morning till about 4 or 5 o'clock. So I don't think any event like sunburn or any other would like to come to a place where they are not going to be allowed after 10 o'clock. Yeah, that's what I feel.
म्हणजे तुम्ही अलाउड करतले तुमका आफ्टर 10 जर वाजयलो जाल्यार तुमचो प्रॉब्लेम.
See, the problem is we would like it to be altogether this thing. So whether the courts will take action because what has happened in the past, because they have violated, because of that, whether the courts are going to do anything, we cannot anticipate.
In response to the removal of the newly appointed Old Goa Panchayat Secretary, residents met the Director of Panchayat and urged to remove the recently posted Secretary immediately due to his tainted background. The residents demanded an appointment of the new Secretary, more so with the exposition coming up.
आम्ही एक 10 दिस 15 दीस पयलीं आमी एक इशू घेवन येयलेलो ओल्ड गोवा एक टेंटेड सेक्रेटरी येयला म्हणून आनी आमी डायरेक्टराक आनी पंचायत मिनिस्टर CMाक सगळ्यांक लेटर केल्लें सेईंग दॅट ताका बेगीन कॅन्सल करचें म्हणून. त्या टायम आमकां डायरेक्टर मेळना आसली, आयज आमकां डायरेक्टर मेवली. तिणी आतां फूल आन्सर दिला. तिणी म्हणलें आमकां टायम दी, आपूण पळयता म्हणून. आमी सांगलें आमचे डिफिकल्टीज कितें आहा, कित्याक आतां खबर आहा तुका एक्सपोजन येवपाचें आहा, दॅट इज इंटरनॅशनल इव्हेंट. प्लस मागीर जायते मॅटर्स आहा. आतां हायकोर्टान दिसा इलिगल बंगल्याची मॅटर आहली, तेणें एफिडेविट फायल केलें सेईंग दॅट आमी ऑक्युपन्सी दिवची ना. पूण हिंगाच तेजे पयलींच्या सेक्रेटरीन डायरेक्टर पंचायतीन एक एफिडेविट फायल केलें. तिंगा सांगलेलें हे लायसन्स कोणें दिला तेणें एक कंप्लेन केला म्हणून सेईंग दॅट सिग्नेचर आर फ्रॉड म्हणून. सो ते फ्रॉड सिग्नेचर आसतना ते लायसन्स शूड बी नल एंड वॉइड. देर इज नो पॉयंट ऑफ गिवींग ऑक्युपन्सी. सो असले सेक्रेटरी हाडून दे वॉन्ट टू लिगलायज दॅट बंगलो ओ लिगलायज अदर इलिगल थिंग्स. सो ताका आमी सेक्रेटरीक सांगला अशें डिफिकल्टीज आसा, जायते ओल्ड गोवा इश्यूज आहा विच आर व्हेरी डेंजरस टू द विलेज एंड हेरिटेज ऑल्सो. ताका लागून असलो आमकां टेंटेड सेक्रेटरी नाका म्हणून सांगला. आनी शी एग्रीड ते आपल्याक मातसो टायम दी, आपूण वयता म्हणून लेटर आमी ते लेटर दिल्ले तेजे आपूण डिस्कस करता आनी शील गेट बॅक टू अस.
ते खंयचे फ्रॉड हेजेर सायन मारलेली सेक्रेटरीन
फ्रॉड पयलींच्या सेक्रेटरीन मॅटर चालू आसा येवपीन. तेणी एफिडेविटार सांगलेलें जे कोणें लायसन दिल्लें जुएन पिंटो म्हणून, तिणी एक कंप्लेन केली, पुलीस स्टेशनार कंप्लेन केली आनी पंचायतीन कंप्लेन केली सेईंग दॅट ही हॅड नेवर अप्लायड फॉर एनी कंस्ट्रक्शन लायसन नॉर रिन्युअल ऑफ लायसन. ते सिग्नेचर्स आहा ते रिन्युअल लायसनाचे तेजे नांवार लायसन येयला ते फ्रॉड म्हणून सिग्नेचर. सो ते लायसन ते ज्या कोणाच्या मनशान लायसन तेजे नांव तोच सांगता इट इज फ्रॉड म्हणून. लायसन शूड बी नल एंड वॉइड न्हू.
दॅट वॉज इन 2000.
तरी सांगूंक जाय न्हू. ताका लागून सेक्रेटरी नाका म्हणटा न्हू आमी. सेक्रेटरी चेंज जायत रावता. आतां पयलींचो सेक्रेटरी आसलो तो ना आतां तो चवथो सेक्रेटरी. एवरी टायम एकलो सेक्रेटरी येतलो कोणाक खबर आसना कितें चलता तें. सो आनी हो टेंटेड हेजो ग्रावंड घेता रेस मंगूस सिमिलर 4 घरात CRZ अशें दिल्ले. ताका लागून तो सस्पेंड जाल्लो आनी FIR रजिस्टर्ड जाल्ली. सो ओल्ड गोवा तशें आहा. ताका लागून आमकां असलो टेंटेड ऑलरेडी बॅकग्रावंड आहा तेज्या CRZ एरियान खंय मॅनिपुलेशन करपाची इलिगलिटीज आहा. सो तसले आनी ताका इजी कित्याक ताका सदांच जाल्ले आहा. सस्पेंड जाता तो पूण आफ्टर ते कांय एक्शन जायना. ऑले ऑफिसर डिसमीस जावंक जाय आसले. पूण ताका तुमी इतले इम्पॉर्टंट एरियाक जेन्ना आतां इतले व्हडले इव्हेंट जावपाचो एक्सपोजन जावपाचें आहा तेका आनी सेन्सिटीव एरियान तुमी कसले ऑफिसर कित्याक हाडटा. ऑफिसर ना तेंकडे क्लीन स्लेटाचे एकूय ऑफिसर ना.
A landslide occurred at the Lutoli-Verna highway on Tuesday afternoon. The landslide blocked one lane of the highway leading to Verna. Fire officials at the site stated that boulders rolled down the cut hillside and that more landslides could occur. The landslide was cleared by evening.
12:05 कॉल आयिल्लें. सो आमी रोखडेच टर्न आउट केलो आनी हांगा स्पॉटार पावले की लोटली टू IDC वेर्ना IDC येता तो रोड. आनीक हांगा पळयत जाल्यार लँडस्लायड जाला. व्हडले मोठे बुलडोज पडलेले आहा. सो ते आतां JCB येवन रोड क्लियरन्स करता आनीक आनी लेन ब्लॉक केले ट्रॅफिकाक.
कितें डेंजरस
डेंजरस म्हणल्यार चड हायटीड आहा तो आनी चान्सीस आहा आनी लँडस्लायड जावपाची.
Mohit Kharangte for Herald TV.
Following the arrest of 2 teachers in Kolwale for allegedly beating a minor student, the Goa government issued a circular mandating all educational institutions to adopt and enforce a zero-tolerance policy towards corporal punishment. Director of Education Sailesh Jingde emphasized strict adherence to the directive highlighting the legal consequences for violations.
Almost a fortnight after 2 teachers were arrested for allegedly beating a minor student, the Goa government has issued a circular enforcing zero tolerance for corporal punishment. Director of Education, Shailesh Jingde, instructed all educational institutions to strictly adopt this policy, citing the negative physical and psychological effects on children. He referred to the Right to Education Act, 2009, and the Juvenile Justice Act, which prescribe severe penalties, including imprisonment and fines, for cruelty to children. The circular emphasized the need for regular training for staff on positive disciplinary practices and urged schools to establish transparent mechanisms for students to report grievances. The Directorate of Education will conduct audits to ensure compliance with disciplinary action for violators.
The feast of San Pio was joyfully celebrated on September 23rd at the Padre Pio Shrine in Modi, Naveli. Father Homogeneous Fernandez, the parish priest of St. Francis Xavier Church in Keri, North Goa, was the main celebrant of the Mass, joined by other concelebrants.
Saint Padre Pio, canonized in Rome on 16 June, was a member of the Capuchin congregation, renowned for bearing the stigmata and celebrating the Eucharist with deep devotion. His tomb is located in San Giovanni, Italy, and his shrine in Goa is at Modi Navelim. During the celebration, Father Dominic, the parish priest of the shrine, extended warm wishes to all on the occasion of the feast. The event was marked with fervor and reverence, honoring the life and legacy of Saint Pio. Inasio for Herald TV.
Father Agnel Youth Sports Club Paroda defeated Yuge Sports Club 3-1 to move ahead in the Our Lady of Fatima Inter-Village Football Tournament played in the Dikarpalli Football Ground on Monday.
In the Our Lady Fatima Cup Inter-Village Football Tournament, Melron Fernandez netted a brace, while Selvin Fernandez scored the other goal for Ugwem Rising. Maxon De Costa reduced the margin for Father Ignelo by SC. Father Ignelo by SC Paroda defeated Ugwem Rising Club 3-1. Man of the match awarded to Melron Fernandez of Father Ignelo by SC Paroda by Sports Secretary of Dikarpalli Sports Club Dominic Costa. Inasio for Herald TV.
That's all we have in today's newscast. For more news and alerts, please follow us on Facebook, YouTube and X. Thanks for watching Herald TV. Take care and goodbye.